more information that's coming in at this point, which is that Prime Minister Modi is currently at one of the forward locations in Nimmo. He reached there early this morning. He is interacting with personnel of the Army, Air Force and ITBP. Now, he is at Nimmo, and let's just break down the information we have about this forward location. It's got like very tough terrain. It's located at 11,000 feet, surrounded by the Sanskar range and on the banks of the Indus. So that is the information we have at this point. He is at a forward location in Nimmo, reached there early this morning. We are going to be putting out a picture shortly here on India Today, the first picture of Prime Minister Modi there at the forward location in Nimmo. We've just got those pictures. We'll be putting it out on air for you shortly. These pictures are of Prime Minister Narendra Modi sitting in Nimmo. You can see him there along with the army at Nimmo, one of the toughest terrains, located at 11,000 feet. So these are the first pictures that you see on your screens. Prime Minister sitting there. You can see next to him, onto his right side, closer to the picture, is the Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat as well. You see that clearly there is a briefing that's happening there at that spot. But these are the first pictures accessed by India Today, where you can see the Prime Minister interacting with personnel of the Army. You've also got some personnel of the ITBP and Air Force. Let's take this across to Rahul Kaval for more details. Rahul, what really are you picking up about the Prime Minister's visit currently?
You know, this was information that we'd had since early in the morning of the Prime Minister heading to the Ladakh sector to assess the situation on the ground. And it's a very strong message that's being sent. Remember, look at the context. First, the Army Chief and the Raksha Mantri were to go. Instead of that, a decision was taken that the Prime Minister and the Chief of Defence Staff will go instead. And it's a very, very powerful message to China, to the world, that no matter what the People's Liberation Army thinks they're trying to do, the Indian government is firmly with the Indian Army, and they're very strong in their resolve. It's a very, very strong message. Usually, the Prime Minister goes, for Diwali or for a symbolic occasion. To show up in Ladakh at this time is about as serious a message, not just to Beijing, but internationally, that the government of India could have hoped to send.
You know, Rahul, that's what I've been highlighting. You're telling us that we had some information, some inkling that this was happening. Took us completely by surprise. Very unexpected that the Prime Minister, suddenly we got the information that he is in Leh. Those pictures are also on our screens. And it's all about the symbolism and the messaging, isn't it? The Prime Minister could have been seated in his office in New Delhi, getting real-time updates of what's happening on the ground. He's chosen to go there and get a briefing, to meet with personnel. This is not just a question of a morale booster, but also a strong message being sent out to China.
You know, a muscular Modi is at the core of the Prime Minister's being and at the center of his politics. The fact that the Chinese army has intruded on his watch into multiple sectors along the line of actual control is clearly not something that rests easy on his conscience. And it's not something that he's okay with at all. Now, given the nature of the pandemic, given the economic recession in the country, given the nature of the adversary, he may not be vocalizing his anger in the manner in which he would if this had been Pakistan. But the fact that the Prime Minister is deeply upset with what's happened and in absolutely no mood to buckle. If you see, yesterday, the new MiG-29s that were ordered, the refurbishments and the upgrades of the older fleets of MiG-29, the 12 additional Sukhoi 30 MKIs that are being ordered, the Indian government's overtures to Russia, to Israel, to France to speed up the import of weapon systems from them. It's a very, very firm message. While we're not seeking confrontation, if that is what Beijing wants, there is no question of India flinching back. Remember, in the South China Sea, because of the smaller size of the countries involved, Beijing's salami slicing tactics have been going on for a long while. They've never really been pushed back. Now, for the first time, you have a government, you have an army that's staring the dragon back in the eye, saying you will be not allowed to move any further. And if you do, like we saw already in Galwan, there will be consequences. Yes, there will most certainly be consequences to the Indian army because you're taking on the largest standing army in the world. But there'll be consequences for the Chinese army as well. And that we showed in Galwan. I think the Prime Minister's messaging by going himself to meet with the soldiers who were injured in the clash, going to forward areas, getting a briefing from the officers in camouflage. You can see that it's a very, very strong message being sent to Beijing and to the rest of the world.
And, that is something that we'll continue to highlight here, Rahul. There's been a bit of criticism that the Prime Minister has faced. Some of his critics have said that he's not willing to name China. The way he'd have sent out a strong message on Pakistan, he's not doing that with China. Do you think all of this now, the fact that the Prime Minister is presently in Leh, sends out the message that he's been wanting to send all along?
Not really. I think the only thing that actually sends a message is the status quo gets restored. Now, there are multiple ways that status quo could get restored. One is that China pulls back on its own, as they've been suggesting in the border meetings that have been happening between our co-commanders, or that they are pushed back. Now, whatever it may take, I think what this trip to Leh, which was kept such a hush-hush secret, does is it sends out a message that India will not be cowed. I think what Beijing is trying to do is testing Prime Minister Modi's resolve. It's testing the commitment of the Indian Army to defend itself and its territory, and how far and how strongly will Delhi push back through the mobilization that we've done. Remember, there are lots of reserve divisions of reserve troops of the Indian Army which have now been acclimatized and moved to the border. The Indian Army is at this moment ready for a tactical skirmish, which means another Galwan-like situation, and God forbid, if required, a bigger escalation as well. So both those options are very clearly on the table and being looked by the army, and they're preparing for that.
Okay, Rahul, I appreciate you joining us here on this broadcast. Let me take